So now I also want to talk about what it's like being in a band with an asshole or a jerk. I mean, a lot of people who've been in bands and had multiple members can probably attest to this. Sometimes it's like dating. At first, they're perfect, they're pretending to be exactly what you want them to be, playing all the right things, saying all the right things, working their butts off to make sure the band is successful, getting good shows, maybe talking up with who they know and what they can do for the band. And then one day, you look at that person and you realize you're in a band with an asshole, with someone that's a complete jerk, someone you wouldn't even be friends with. So what do? What got you to this point? Was it how they treated your friends? Was it how they treated you or your significant other? Was it how they stole money or how they lied over and over and over again? Was it how they made up stories to make you look like the bad guy when situations arose? Was it because they constantly caused drama? Was it because they never agreed with anything and then you realized that they had no talent at all and the whole thing was a charade? Whatever got you to the point where you realize that you're in a band with an asshole, how do you deal with it? Do you talk to the other members and hope that they feel that way? Well, that should be the first step. So you've realized you're in a band with an asshole, a jerk. You don't want to be around this person anymore. Like I said, you don't even want to be friends with this person, let alone be associated with them, doing business with them, having them be a representation of your band to the world. So my advice is to sit down with the rest of the members of the band without them around and have a chat. Find out how they feel. 9 times out of 10, they're going to agree with you. Maybe you're overreacting. Maybe it didn't take all of those things for you to realize that you didn't get along with this person or you think this person's an asshole. But the number one thing is to communicate with your other band members. So I've been in multiple situations where I've realized that someone that we were in a band with was an asshole and I didn't want to be around them anymore. But it took me a lot longer to stand up for myself or to even say anything because I was really afraid of losing progress in the band. I'm also afraid of maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm being too sensitive. I think there's a stigma being a female in the band, being the only female in the band, and having the guys think that I'm being too sensitive about something. But I think they also depend on me to speak my mind because I am very opinionated and I don't usually back down from a situation. I'm usually taking it head on. So when it comes to conflicts of personality in the band, for the most part, it takes me time to analyze the situation. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision before I say anything. I have to say now that I'm older, I deal with it a lot quicker than when I was younger. When I was younger, I was very naive and very hopeful that the other person would come around and maybe change their behavior. Like I said, it's like being in a relationship. At the beginning, they might be great, might be wonderful, and then all of a sudden something happens that opens your eyes and you realize, oh shit, this dude's a jerk. What the hell am I doing? It's the same thing as being in a band with them. So it's been really difficult when you realize that you're in a band with an asshole. You want to say something, you want to do something, but you also don't want to come across like the asshole. You want to make sure that you're making the right decision. So I would say talk to your band members and then as a group make a decision on what should happen. The only way bands stay together is if everyone respects each other, gets along, and treats it like it's art that they're passionate about and that they want to do every day. No one wants to go to practice if they're practicing with someone that they don't like. Nobody wants to go play shows if they're playing shows with someone that might embarrass the crap out of them or mistreat their friends or throw a temper tantrum in the parking lot right before a show. Nobody wants to deal with that. So that's my advice if you realize that you are in a band with an asshole. Also, don't be an asshole. Don't be the one throwing temper tantrums in the parking lot before shows. Don't be the one that thinks you're going to get away with mistreating females at a show, or anyone for that matter at a show. Just don't be an asshole. And if you see someone being an asshole, stand up. Get their shit shut down. Do whatever you can to speak out and be one in the scene, helping make the scene better. If you're not part of the solution than you're part of the problem. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.